Good morning, welcome in you guys. Adrian, pick up your backpack off the floor and put it away in your cubby. Thank you. Leo, did you have fun at the basketball game last night? That's good. All right, I want everybody to stand up and walk to the blue carpet. We have different colored stickers that are on the floor. So I want you to sit on your sticker that you've been assigned. Do you know which one that is? Lakin, sweetie, will you show the class the two ways that we're allowed to sit in the classroom? We can sit mermaid style or we can sit crisscross applesauce. So will you show us how we can do that? Great job. Okay guys, so I'm going to start out today by reading our state standard, and that's going to be what we're focusing on. What we're going to be focusing on today is our objective. So for our state standard, you guys are going to learn how to tell how many are in a given set of 20 or fewer objects by counting orally, by reading, by writing, and representing numbers from 0 all the way to 20, okay? So our learning objective for today is that you guys will develop number sense by telling how many are in a given set of 20 or fewer objects by counting orally. So we're going to be doing that in a couple of different ways. So first we're going to start out with morning meeting. So we do this every day, you guys. You know what we're about to do, okay? So I need you to put your listening ears on. Go ahead and click them in. Click, 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 click. All right, so we're gonna look over at our calendar today. Who can tell me by a show of hands, raise your hand. I'm not gonna call on you if you're not raising your hand. Who can tell me what is the correct date today? What is the number? What is the correct date? Okay, Adrian. No, it's not the 15th, all right. Who's got another answer? Leo. Okay, the 14th, you are right. It is the 14th of what month? Who can tell me what month we're in? Yes, Sarah. June, good job. Okay, and how do we know what day of the week it is? Remember our day of the week song? How do we remember what day of the week it is? Okay, so we're gonna look at the date. We're gonna ride the date all the way up, and that's how we know what day of the week it is. So if we start at 14, we know that's the date. We're gonna ride the elevator all the way up, and the day of the week is Friday. Yes, it's Friday. Okay, so let's see. I need a volunteer. Okay, Jojo, you can come up here. Jojo, here is your pointer. So you're gonna hold this, and I want you to point to the smiley face stickers as the rest of the class counts together with you. So we're gonna be counting through how many days have passed since we started school, and then we're going to count how many days are left in the rest of the school year. So you can go ahead and hold this, okay? You're gonna start counting, and everyone we're gonna count together, okay? We're gonna start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these objects are representing numbers. Good job, Sarah, you can go sit down. So these objects, these smiley face stickers are representing numbers. So each one is a number, and we're counting up starting with 1, and we're going up. So we know the date, we know that it's the month, we know the day, we know it's June 14th. The day of the week is Friday. Oh, what year is it? What year is it? Tessa, what year is it? Yes, good job, sweetie. Okay, so now we are going to watch a video since we're focusing on counting today. So I want everyone to stay seated where you are. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the video projector. Okay, so everyone should be able to see it right here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. So the video is playing. The video is over. Okay, you guys, so today we're learning about number sense. So we're starting with 0, we're going all the way to 20. This is going to take some time. We're working through this for the entirety of the year. So we're not going to learn all of this today, but we're going to do our best to learn as much as we can. Okay, so raise your hand if you already know and you already have an idea and you can say your numbers. Raise your hand so you can show the class. Okay, Jojo. Okay, start at 0 and just count up as high as you can go. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Good job, Jojo, you got to 6. Does anybody know what comes after 6? It's not 10. Does anybody know what number comes after 6? Yes. Adrian? It is 7. Good job. After 6 comes 7. All right, does anyone else want to have a turn? Okay, I see a lot of raised hands. That's good. All right, Sarah, you can go ahead. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 25. Wait, Sarah, okay, so after 10, you did a great job, sweetie. After 10, 25 does not come after 10. What comes after 10? 11, that's right. So this is what we're gonna be practicing today, okay? So we're gonna start, and this is on the camera projector. So I'm writing this here, and it's projecting onto the camera projector so everyone can see it. Starting with our numbers, I want you to count with me as I start, okay? So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And again, everyone can see it. It's projected onto the camera projector. So we have these numbers, right? So we can use different objects to help us visually see a number. So for example, we have these manipulative blocks, okay? So these manipulative blocks come in different shapes and sizes. They come in different sizes, not different shapes. So we have 1s that come in single blocks. We have 10s that come in sticks. And we have 100 blocks that come in a big square. So this helps us to be able to see the numbers that we're counting. So this is a tool. This is a helpful tool that we can use to help us remember our numbers, to help us remember when we're adding one number to another number, and they're both single digits, like 1 and 5, and we add them, we're gonna push them together. And so when we have 1 and 5, when we push them together, we have 6. And we can see that by using our single blocks, which I'm taking off. I'm putting them right here. They're projecting onto the camera screen so everyone can see. So we have 5 blocks here, 1s blocks, and we are adding them to this 1s block over here. So we're gonna push them together, and that is a way for us to be able to visually see numbers. So you don't have to use this tool. You can use a different tool. You can draw a cookie on your piece of paper and cut it into 4 pieces. Each piece is a number, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I show you guys that, here's a cookie. I'm cutting it into 4 different pieces. It used to be 1 cookie, but I'm making it smaller into 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. And so now you can see you have a different tool to help you when you're learning your numbers, when you're pushing numbers together, when you're subtracting and taking numbers away. This is another tool for you to be able to use. So you have a tool that you can use with your numbers called manipulatives. You have a tool of being able to draw a picture like a cookie or a little pie, and you can use that. So right now, another tool that you can use are cubes. So here are some cubes. They're different colors. We're not gonna fight over who gets what color. You get what you get and you don't pitch a fit. So I'm gonna come around and bring everybody some cubes. Actually, Sarah, will you come here, sweetie? Take these cubes to your table so everyone gets one stick of cubes, okay? All right, Adrienne, come here. You take these to your table and everybody gets one stick of cubes. And that goes on for every table. Okay, so now we're gonna move into guided practice. So everybody should have one stick of cubes, which is going to be 20 cubes. So students will have these 20 individual cubes broken apart, and then aloud as a class, we will count them. So we're gonna start with 0, and we're gonna practice our numbers. We're gonna be counting, and we're gonna practice our order of numbers, making sure we go in the right order. All right, so everybody had their cubes. Okay, show me that you're ready by putting your cubes on the table. Show me that you're ready. Some people are ready. Okay, all right, so let's see. So you can pick up your cubes. So I want you to show me I want you to show me 5 cubes, okay? What does that look like? So you can take them apart, you can put them together, whatever you have to do to be able to make 5 cubes. Okay, then raise your hand when you think you have it. Okay, Jojo, show the class what you have. Stand up and show everybody. Okay, now Jojo, how do you know that that's 5? How do you know? How did you come to that conclusion? That's a great answer. You started out with 0 and then you counted up. You counted up and you know the order of your numbers, so you know that after 0 comes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this one's gonna be a little bit harder. Put your cubes down on the table. Okay, now I want you to make a block of 10 cubes, 10. So show me what that looks like, 10. Okay, and when you think you have it, go ahead and raise your hand. All right, Jordan, yes. Okay, you can stand up and show the class what you have. Okay, and how did you come to that conclusion, Jordan? How do you know that that is 10 cubes? How did you get to that? Okay, so you started out with 0, but you remembered it from the counting video that we watched. Yeah, it's really helpful to hear a song that teaches us about numbers so we can remember and we can think about the lyrics in the song. We can use our brains and we can recall, we can remember from our tool that we watched, from our tool that was a video. We can use that to help us as we do our math homework and as we learn our numbers. Okay, so now I'm going to be passing out this worksheet. So during independent practice, you're all going to stand up and you can go back to your chairs at your table. So we're not going to be on the carpet anymore. And I'm going to call up one person from each table and you're going to come get these sheets for your table. And you're just gonna complete them. So what we just did in guided practice was we used our physical cubes to help us count the amount of numbers. So this is the same thing, it's just on paper. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna see pictures. You're gonna see a picture and it's gonna show you cubes. It's not gonna tell you how many cubes there are. So then there's a blank space here. I want you to write in that blank space how many cubes you see over here. Okay, so you're gonna write 5, maybe you'll write 15, maybe you'll write 0, depending on the picture that you see across. So Sarah, you can come up, take these to your table. Adrienne, you can come up, take these to your table. Jojo, you can come up. There you are. Take these to your table. All right, does everybody have papers? Okay, you should have one pencil out. That's all you need. You do not need a crayon. You do not need a marker. You're just going to write your name, write your date at the top of the page like we always do, and then you can go ahead and start on the worksheet, okay? All right. So I'm walking around, I'm looking at different people's papers. Okay, when you're done with your paper, you can go ahead and stand up and bring it to me and just leave it on this desk at the front of the class, and then you can go sit back down. Okay, so after our independent practice activity, we are going to be playing a super fun game called Around the World. Raise your hand if you've already played this game before somewhere else. Yeah? Okay, it looks like a lot of you guys have played this game before. So the rules are going to be slightly different, so I need you to make sure you're listening. Eyes up here, look at me if you're listening. Okay. So with Around the World, we're going to start at one side of the classroom over here. I'm going to pick two students on this side of the room. Everyone else is sitting down in your chair. So Sarah and Jojo, you can stand up. So I'm going to show you a math review card using the camera projector. So you're going to be looking up here. I'm going to be putting down the cards. Excuse me. Okay, so for example, the first card I'm putting down says 0 plus 5. So as soon as you see that come up onto the camera projector, whoever can give me the answer that's correct the fastest from these two people, Sarah and Jojo, will win, and that person will get to advance to the next person. Okay, so if you guess and you get it wrong, you're going to go ahead and sit back down in your seat. If you both get it wrong, then I'll put up a new card so you guys can try again. If you continue on into the game and you lose, then you sit down in that seat of your opponent who is moving on to the next student. So the goal of this activity is for all of you guys to be able to have a chance to actively engage with seeing and saying numbers between 0 all the way to 20. If you guess it right and you get the correct answer, then you receive a marble. So by the end of the game, you want to have the most marbles possible, because then you win and you get a prize. Okay, so if you lose, what are you going to do if you guess it wrong? Raise your hand. Luke. Yes, if you lose, you sit back down in that chair that you were standing in front of. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. If you guys have any questions, I'll just clarify as the game goes along. All right, so two people are standing up, Sarah and Jojo. Let's go. Here's the first math card. It says 1 plus 6. 7, yes. So Jojo is going to move on, and Sarah, you can go ahead and sit down. Okay, here's the next math card. Yay, good job. Okay, so you're moving on, and the game continues. This is a great game because you can extend it as long as you like, or if you only have 5 minutes left at the end of a class, you can keep it pretty short. So it's nice that it's tailored that way. And that is all.